Okay, we're going to go. We're missing a few people, but thank you so much for coming tonight. This is a really special day. The people in the front row are family and dear friends. Oh, and second row too. I mean, the entire room, but in the front row, there's only one person that can call Gordon Kellogg her husband. Two of us can call him our father. Two in this room can call him their brother. One her uncle, grandfather, two of them in the room, but there were many others that aren't here. Many can call him friend, doctor, colleague. Hi, I hadn't seen you come in yet. So this is the Gordon Community Arts Center, and it is, the mission is to use the power of art to bring us together in a world where we could argue about everything, like each of us could name something. I think that the mission is to bring us together. And Daddy was a doctor, and archaically that was an artist because it was the art of healing. And he was a very creative man. He told us the best stories when we were kids. He would write poems, he wrote letters. His sisters are laughing, they may disagree with me, they'll be talking later. But so that is the mission of this building. We thank you for being here, and I have an immense amount of gratitude to these talented artists who are up here sharing songs that Daddy loved. When we were little in the military, we traveled. When Barbie and I were little, the military transferred us a lot. So one of the games we would play, we would be in the car and we'd take turns picking a song to sing. Some of these we sang, some of them we did not. Those of you that know Daddy will recognize some of them, but they all meant something to him. And I feel like I got in trouble a lot. I'm not sure if my sister would agree or not. Did I? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I was the bad girl. I got in trouble a lot, and my dad frequently gave me a lecture. So there are many, many quotes that he was famous for that some of our young artists are going to come up in between the numbers and say a quote that as a young child, adult, I got thrown at me. So thank you for coming, and we will start now. I'd like to thank Rafiq, who's back there running lights for us. And now I am turning it over to Lloyd Richard Jr.
Still be heard. speak louder than words. My name is Sarah Breitenstein, and please welcome Jeff Glickman.
That was the nicest glare ever.
This is what it's supposed to happen.
That was my job.
Tom Baraka, and thank you, Sarah, for getting my name right. We were discussing it earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not Johnny Cash. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. I will admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you in my mind both day and night. And all the love I've found has proved me right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You have a way to keep me on your side. You show me sights of love I cannot hide. You know for you I try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Let your conscience be your guide. My name is Fabian Brown, and please welcome Bentley Mezzanine.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You cry and cry and try and sleep, but sleep
welcome Garrett Summit.
Thank you, Cleo. Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. I used to have me a girlfriend, but I guess she just couldn't compete to all of the love-starved women who kept clamoring at my feet. I know I could find me another. I guess they're all in awe of me. Who knows, I'll never be lonesome, 'cause I treasure my own company. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. Everybody, when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror. Why? 'Cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Now some folks, they call me a loner, a cowboy outlaw, tough and proud. I'd have tons of friends if I wanted, but then I wouldn't stand out from the crowd. Some folks, they call me egotistical. Hell, I don't even know what that means. It must have a way to do it the way that I fill out my skin-tight blue jeans. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but we're doing the best that we can.
Think positive. My name is Elizabeth Lewis, and please welcome Harper Garcia and Jeremy Cutter.
Hey, good looking. What they got cooking? How's about cooking and something up to me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find out some brand new recipe? I got a brand new car and a $2 bill, yeah. No spot right over the hill. That's all the pop and the dancing freaks. So if you wanna have fun, come along with me.
Please welcome Robert Allen.
A dream, the impossible dream, to find the unneedable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightful wrong. To love, pure and chaste from above, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true for this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Never judge someone till you walk a mile in their shoes. Please welcome Cassidy Wright.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God
more song for you. We're going to sing This Land Is Your Land.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking down that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that crimson skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
I've roamed and rambled, I've followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of the diamond desert, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Everybody sing. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Oh, it was asleep.
So I'm Tom. I've been hiding behind the piano, and I had the privilege of meeting Gordon through Christine, through the arts. But a little bit of background, my father was the chief medical officer at Sacred Heart Hospital for about 15 years. And when I met this wonderful family, Christine and her family, Harper, and her mom and her dad, my dad heard the name. He said, "Oh, Gordon, Dr. Gordon Kellogg. He's a good man and a good doctor." And those words mean a lot coming from my dad. So that's that was my exposure, my first exposure to Gordon. Right now, we are going to hand out some champagne, and we also have some non-alcoholic sparkling grape juice. So Garrett, that's for you. And we are going to join in some toasts. So if you give us a few minutes, we're going to hand everything out. We'll work out the mechanics here. And you'll just have to let us know whether you are the champagne version or the non-alcoholic version as we hand this out. And then I understand we have some friends and family who are going to share some words. Oh, I have other things to say, Jeremy. Don't worry. We got a while. No worries. I feel absolutely useless. I'm happy to help out.
It's okay. So, yeah,
This is great.
we have, like you said, the champagne, sparkling wine, and non-alcoholic. So if you would like to partake, we have the sisters and a message from his younger brother that they wanted to say. If you would like to partake, or if you already have a different drink, feel free to come on up. We have music. You can come grab a glass just for a toast in remembrance. Yeah. So they'll be poured here if you would like. Feel free to come on up.
Come on up.
Yes, come on up.
You like church, my room.
I'll go get them.
Come on. There we go. That was
They start not
We'll have some official toasts in a minute once everybody has a drink in their hand. Oh, the hard do you need a bottle? That's not alcohol. So this is
Thank you.
Lord. So Gordon's two sisters, Donna and Jean, are here. So first off, Donna, I believe, will be offering a prayer and some words of remembrance. Now, we do have a microphone over here. Would you like to step over to the
Well,
microphone?
I'm an old and I don't know that I need one.
Oh, there are a lot of loud people around here. Did you notice all these performers?
I noticed that, and I noticed that they've got an awful lot of talent that we didn't get when we were brought up. You can't carry a tune, really. And if you ever heard Gordon sing, you would know that. And I'm 92. If I stagger a week, that's fine. May we pray. Our Father, we're gathered here to dedicate this building to your honor and your service and the inspiration that Gordon inspired in those who knew him and were around him. And may we try throughout our lives to fill the footprints, the large ones that he left behind. We ask in Christ's name for his sake. Amen. Amen. I don't know, are you familiar with the song, Jesus Loves the Little Children? Yes. If you ever went traveling with Gordon, he doesn't watch the gas gauge. So you're looking over the seat, oh my goodness, it's sitting on N, E. And Gordon, we need some gas. Oh, it's time to sing Jesus Loves the Little Children. All the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. And you would coast into the gas station.
That's a fact.
But in all spite that we hear today, he didn't have quite straight hair as he was growing up. And I defy anybody to find out which one of those kids was me. I was number 5 in the family. I lost an older brother when I was about 4. And I became the middle child. Has anybody been a middle child? Too old for this, too young for that. And Gordon was one practical joker kid. I remember we had an awful lot of rules. My dad was he went through the 90-day wonder of the Annapolis. You sit one span from the table. Your left hand goes in your lap. But the one that always got me, chew your food 20 times. Have you ever tried to chew a carrot for 20 times? And so one time, as the middle child, I tested most of the rules. And so I came to the supper table very hungry. I didn't think 20 times was very short. So I was doing 8 or 10. And my father looked over there. All right, Donna, you're eating just like a hog. And I thought, that was a hog lead? We just slopped the hogs and they had their noses in their food. And so, unbeknownst to me, my plate disappeared. My little angelic little brother had come and taken my plate and taken it to the kitchen and put it on the floor. If I was going to eat like pig, I was going to eat like pig. And I couldn't get at the table. But this was Gordon. The halo ran out of in there. But we used to tell him he had the Midas touch. Whatever he did, it turned out wrong. I could do the same thing in the right, wrong. But he was an inspiration to us all, and these are big footprints to fill. And a lot of these favorite sayings, I'll end with this. But it was, I love you and I like you. And I heard somebody explain that. Okay, you can love all your relatives, but you don't have to like them. All right, so look at it this way. You're going to a family reunion. And you're going on vacation. And think about it, who don't you want in the car with you? And if you can't think of somebody, it's you.
Watch it, don't slip. Good job.
And Jean, Gordon's other sister, if you want to step this way, I'll clean up the floor. Oh,
Don't step on the line.
perfect. Here we go.
I'm sorry I did that. I had to
So much fun.
Well, no, I forgot I was even holding the microphone.
You can hold your own. You can hold your own. So Jean Estetter is Gordon's other sister. I'm curious to hear what version of these stories you have.
There are a lot of them.
She's also 90.
She's 90.
Holly. Okay, good.
The thing I remember most about Gordon is that he did it no wrong. And he would predict things, and we'd just walk away from him. And he was always right, and you loved him, and you hoped he was right. But when he was wrong, you rejoiced also. But I can remember when they were having a revival at Methodist Church, and when you have 8 children, you try to get the back row in church. And Daddy played the piano, and Mama was in the choir, and she couldn't carry it to me either. And they were the famous song that the Protestants sang is, we'll sing one more verse. And so I walked over to Mama and I asked her, could I join the church? And she said, yes. And so I stepped out into the aisle and started walking up to the altar, and I hear little footsteps behind me. And Gordon didn't like anybody to get ahead of him. So Gordon joined the church at about 3. And because I hadn't started to school, so I would have been 6 at the most. But like I said, but we all loved him and we missed him. But we were happy sometimes when he was wrong.
So Christine, do we drink a toast after this? We were happy sometimes when Gordon was wrong, or do we wait till all the toasts? Do we wait till all the toasts are finished?
The funny thing is he never thought he was. So cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Okay.
And then Asher has something from his brother.
Yes. So I have the pleasure of giving Uncle David's toast. If I fall short, don't tell him.
We'll make up something.
Okay, cool. So as the last of 4 brothers who grew up along the Gulf Coast of Texas, I offer the following toast to Navy Captain Gordon Fowler Kellogg and Flight Surgeon from the Galveston Medical School. As he grew up along the Gulf Coast of Texas, he was keenly aware of the migrating geese that flew over the Gulf Coast of Texas each year. If he was lucky, he could hear them flying at 30,000 feet in strong V-shaped formations as they covered great distances. Those of us working along that Gulf Coast of Texas looked up and admired how those geese flew so high and covered such great distances. Our public schools even adopted them as role models for our schools. When Gordon Kellogg entered junior high school, he became a Gosling for Baytown. junior high school. Upon entering high school, he became a goose Greek gander. In both instances, he became the captain of his football team and president of the student body. When he entered college, he was admitted to Rice Institute and played football for the Rice Owls of the Southwest Conference. On that same Rice football team, he was quarterback named Leroy Fenstermaker, who had played high school football for the Burnett High School Owls, Dickie Mogul, who had played high school football for the Taylor High School Ducks, and Kosi Johnson, who had played high school football for the Goose Creek High School Ganders. If you did not notice, all these football players played in high schools with high-flying bird mascots. Put them all together, and they become the nationally prominent Fighting Owls of Rice Institute. Every third year, they became the winning football team of the Southwest Conference and played in the Cotton Bowl. One year, they played the University of Alabama, whose quarterback was Bart Starr. Rice Institute and its Fighting Owls won that game. After graduating from Rice Institute, Gordon Fowler Kellogg played football within the United States Marine Corps. During that time, Marine Corps routinely played the Temple University Owls in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and once again, Gordon Fowler Kellogg's football team usually won. Shortly after completing the football season within the Marine Corps, he was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles. But he decided professional football was not something he wanted to do. Not my choice. He eventually returned to the Gulf Coast of Texas and coached a winning Gosling football team within the Goose Creek Independent School of Highlands, Texas. Soon after that, he entered Galveston Medical School to become a flight surgeon within the United States Navy. He became a helicopter flight surgeon for the United States Marines within its Vietnam War. Bottom line was that Gordon Fowler Kellogg stayed true to his name, Gordon Fowler Kellogg. Wherever he was and whatever he did, he flew higher and farther than anybody else. As a role model for the community center in Pensacola, Florida, Gordon Fowler Kellogg provides the best example of what life can be. May he lead us to fly higher and farther in what we choose to do. May his memory live on in the lives we chose to lead. As his surviving younger brother, Uncle David, not me, Pensacola is lucky to have Gordon Fowler Kellogg as its role model. Cheers.
Cheers.
Go Marines.
This came in. Gordon Kellogg was our flight surgeon in Vietnam. He was such a positive influence and will be remembered by all who knew him. Semper Fi, Rich Stitch Evans.
Cheers. We'd like to open the floor. If anybody, we have other family, friends. If anybody would like to share any words.
And if not, there's cake. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, come up, tell us who you are, your connection to Gordon, and what you'd like to share.
My name is Jim Collins. I'm from Birmingham. My wife Joy was also supposed to be here, but circumstances kept that from happening. Most of what's been said tonight and what was on the video kind of stole my thunder on a lot of stuff. But what I will tell you is that I feel especially lucky in a lot of ways, but one of those ways that I was part of a group of Marines that had the privilege and honor of serving our country along with Gordon Kellogg. He was our squadron flight surgeon. He tended not only to our medical needs, but also he was a confidant. He was, is, and always will be our friend. Gordy had a lot of things on the list of astonishing things that he could do and that he did. But I think as far as his accomplishments go, a couple of the high points would be his service to his country and also as patriarch to the wonderful Kellogg family. a lot of Marines out there, Stitch being one of them. I flew with Stitch. They're scattered across the country now, but as the note from Stitch indicates, all of them are here with us tonight in spirit. So, Godspeed, Gordy. Your friends and family gathered here together, along with all the Marines in HMM 262, wish you fair winds and following seas. Semper Fi, Gordy.
Any other words?
And cake.
Well, there we go. So yes, we have cake, and I think everyone gets to partake in the cake, right?
Yes, and
So-
Rafiq will give us some lights.
So Rafiq will turn the lights up, and we can. Gosh, we did so well with the champagne and the sparkling grape juice. Here we go. Let's. The cake's on the other side of the stage. Come on up.
Please
And thank
enjoy
you.
the fellowship and love that Daddy would wish
Can I thank everyone also?
You do have a few more words.
And the wife.
Come up to the microphone.
Not at the mic. I just thank everyone for being here. Thank you.
Cheers.
For the good words. Thank you.
Thank you, Stan. Mingle, enjoy.